What is up, everybody? Xxiou back here once again in No Man's Sky, and today we're talking about networking and crossplay and the whole multiplayer aspect of No Man's Sky. I'm going to try and break this down for you, since in my live streams I've gotten a few questions about, is this a multiplayer game? Do you need friends to be able to play it? So I'm going to explain all of that to you right now. So first thing, this is not a multiplayer game. You don't need friends to play it, and for the majority, you probably be playing it by yourself. That doesn't mean you can't play with friends, because you can. However, you don't need to. There's nothing that requires multiple people to complete, really, although you can join up with other people. So, in the settings, under network, you can see I have multiplayer disabled, which I normally do. In networking, here is all your options. So in order to have multiplayer, you would need this enabled. So when you have that enabled, when you go up to the space anomaly, you can get into groups with other people. But I'll be very honest, because this does not seem to work correctly. And what I mean is, many times you'll go to the space anomaly and get a mission, and you'll just be thrown in a group with random people. I don't know why that happens. So I have mine set to invite only, but even with that setting on, there's sometimes where I get thrown into groups with random people. So that's something to keep in mind. If that does happen, you can always just leave the group from networking here. If you were in a group, you just leave it there. All right, so crossplay. What is crossplay? Crossplay was an update that came out, which gave us the ability, like I play on PC, but it gave me the ability to play with people who play on PlayStation or Xbox. If I had a friend on my list who plays on PlayStation, I'll see this controller icon next to him. And the way we join up would be there's a few different ways to do this. So one, I could just go here and say, if he's online, I can invite him to join me. And what would happen on his end, once he joins my game, is when he gets in the game, he's going to be ported to the system that I'm currently in. So if you have a friend, let's say, they're on PlayStation, you're on PC, and they want to join your game, you do the invite through the menu like I just showed you, and then they'll be ported into your system. Now, if they're already in game, what they could do is go to the space anomaly, get out of their ship, get back in, and when they go to fly out of the space anomaly, it will ask, do you want to join Xxiou's game? And you say yes, you'll be ported to my system, so you could come here and work on this base with me and help me. The networking and multiplayer aspects of the game is just something that's there. What most people do is play together. You'll make friends if you want as the game goes on. Most of the friends I've made, I'll be honest, I did not meet in the game. It was mostly from watching their live streams or, getting involved in No Man's Sky, just discussions online. It's not usually the random groups I might get thrown into. Because like I said before, I don't think that still works 100% correct, because it's just weird. You'll get thrown into groups with random people at the space anomaly sometimes. So, in short, this is not a multiplayer game, although it can be played with friends. I believe the max you can have is like up to 30-something players in a system. That was just with the last update they made that. I can't remember the exact number, but it's pretty high. But there's no reason you would ever need to do that at this point in the game, but you could. Usually it'll be, what you'll see is like, 2 or 3 people building together, or, running missions together, stuff like that. So not a multiplayer game, although it can be played that way if you choose. And the crossplay is a little finicky I don't think it works perfectly all the time, but it is something they added fairly recently, so probably over time it will get better. So there you have it. You don't need to come into this game with friends in order to enjoy it, and in fact you don't need to ever play with other people to enjoy it. I played many hours all on my own before I started grouping up with other people, and still I mainly play alone. Every once in a while I might you know, have someone from the stream come in and we'll do some stuff together. You can definitely play this one solo, and it's a lot of fun, and that grouping option is there if you want it. So you know, you have your option. It's up to you. Okay, I hope that covers it. Just to wrap up, don't if you haven't gotten this game yet, don't look at it as like a MMO, like a World of Warcraft type of online game, because it's not like that. It's mainly a single player game, but there is multiplayer aspects, so you can join up with friends to, you know, do stuff together. But it's definitely not the type of game where you need to group up with other players to accomplish certain tasks. You can do everything that needs to be done on your own. There you have it. Listen, thank you so much for watching. If this helped you out in some way, give it a thumbs up. If not, you can give it a thumbs down if you want. If you're that secret guy who's out there thumbs downing everyone's No Man's Sky videos, shame on you. And I hope you all have a great day. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.